Good evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning back into my channel. My name is Nakia, and welcome to Nursing Nakia. If you are new here, I would like to say welcome. Thank you for coming aboard. And if you are not new here, I would like to say hey and welcome back. So guys, as you can see from the title, I'm going to give you 10 great tips for having a prosperous nursing school experience. Okay, so, and these are not in any particular order. I was just at work one day this week, and I was thinking about some great tips to show you guys or to tell you guys. Alrighty, so this first one, this is one that I've always preached throughout my entire 2 years on YouTube, and that is to remain positive and to also surround yourself with positive people. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. When you go anywhere, and this can pertain to life, when you have a positive outlook on life in general or things that you want to accomplish in your life, it just goes so smoothly. I kid you not. I have always, even prior to starting the nursing program, when I was in medical assisting, I surrounded myself with positive people. I tried to remain positive throughout everything that was going on around me. Whenever someone is talking negative or complaining all the time, I just distance myself from that person. It's just a recipe for disaster when you continue to listen to what they're going through and, what's not going right and stuff like that. So guys, just please distance yourself from all types of negativity, whether it's something you're looking at on TV or listening to on the radio or even watching somebody on YouTube. It's just a big hindrance in your life. And for anything that you are trying to accomplish, it just tries to prevent you or deter you from accomplishing what you want to accomplish. So guys, remain positive. Number 2, it's a big one. Never procrastinate. Now, I myself have never procrastinated throughout all of my studies, whether it's medical assisting, nursing assistant, and now LPN. Guys, when these assignments, and let me tell you, these assignments roll in quickly. Sometimes you have multiple assignments that are due in 1 week. So guys, you gotta, learn how to just plan your time wisely. And, if you have a planner, use a planner. And I think that was one of my tips too. So this can kind of join with one another. So guys, if you have a planner, whether it's a paper planner or a digital planner, whatever you use, or even a like the desk planner, it doesn't matter how many you have, just stay on top of it. When those due dates come around, like I have done in the past, I always just plan out, if not for the week, plan out for a few weeks or even a month, and just put those due dates on that planner or calendar. And color coordinated. That's another good tip too. That can go along with procrastination and using your planner. Like for lecture, if you want to have that in one color. Like say for me, I think my lecture was in pink, and my lab was in green, and my my clinicals was in like purple. So you can just color coordinate in your planner as what is due or what's happening that particular day. But guys, stay on top of it. Have your due dates and everything planned. So for my particular school, all of our due dates were on Sunday nights, and it has to be submitted by 11:59 that night, no later. What I try to do, if like say for instance for lecture, sometimes she might give us a quiz. So I will put that quiz on such and such date. And then I know towards the beginning of that week, I always look at my planner to see what is due. And then I go ahead and if I feel comfortable with it, I'll go ahead and, do it as quickly as possible. Number 3, determine your learning style. Now, this is a biggie because when you first go into nursing school or any kind of academic that you are pursuing, a lot of people have trouble determining what their learning style is. Personally, my learning style, I am a visual learner. I have to visually see you doing something, and then I can do it myself. I'm also learning that I am also an auditory learner. I can listen to something like, especially when I'm driving, If I have my lectures pre-recorded while I'm driving to and from school, I can always listen to the lectures. That helps with retaining the information. So guys, I forgot to write down the websites, but there are tons and tons of websites online to where you can determine your learning style. What they would do, sorry guys, I'm so excited about this video. But what you would do, you will answer a few questions on how you study, you know, what atmosphere you like to study in, stuff like that. And then I think at the end, it's going to tally everything up and it's going to let you know what your style is, whether it's auditory, whether it's visual, whether it's hands-on, whether you are, is it kinetic or tactile? I think it's like 5 different styles. But like I said, I'm auditory / visual. Visual is a biggie. I like to see charts and diagrams and, you know, pictographs, stuff like that. I love to look at stuff like that because that's making me retain all the information better. All right, number 4. And I had to learn about this the hard way. Take breaks. So guys, I tell you, when I'm studying, I can stay in this, I call this my oasis. I can stay in here just about all day, just studying. And I wasn't taking breaks. Guys, please do not do that because for one, if you don't have a comfortable chair, it's going to tell on you because your bottom is going to be sore. So guys, how I'm doing it now or how I used to do it, I used to study for like 30, 45 minutes and then I take a break. And sometimes my breaks last about a good 30 minutes. If I study for 30 minutes, I'm going to break for 30 minutes. If I study for an hour, I'm going to break for an hour. Just allow your mind time to just relax and just, you know, debrief. So guys, taking breaks is a great tip. Trust me. Let's see. My next one was planner. Of course, guys, whether it's a paper planner, whether it's a digital, because I'm seeing a lot of people on my YouTube, my YouTube community and other people that I watch that are in nursing school, they use the digital planners. Now, I'm not a big fan of digital planners because I'm old school. Just like my books, I like to have everything in my hand. So when I need to flip through the papers, I know where everything is. Because if you use a digital planner, sometimes things can get lost or things can get wiped away. So guys, paper is my handy tool. Alrighty, number 7, I think. I don't know. I might be on a different number, guys. But my next one is to be organized. I should have said this for number 1. But guys, organization is the key in nursing school. I promise you. You cannot have all your papers scattered out, you know, better in other words, just have everything, all of your loose leaf papers. I don't have any over here, but I always put all of my papers that the teachers give you or give me, or any kind of handouts, important handouts, please put those inside a sheet protector. They will be your best friends throughout nursing school. It gives you that space of not having any papers wrinkled or folded up. And get the sturdy ones. Don't get the real flimsy ones. I mean, I'm just giving advice, but things that have worked for me. But guys, those sheet protectors that are the heavy duty ones, I think the pack that I bought, and I bought mine off of Amazon. I think this was a pack of 100 and it might have been maybe like $6 or $7. But guys, they are great to have. And so they will protect your papers from getting wet, from spilling coffee or soft drinks, any kind of, you know, any drink on it besides water that stains, it will not mess it up. You can easily wipe it off. So organization is the key. Also with being unorganized is getting folders or getting binders. Let's see, for the folders, if you don't have sheet protectors, always put your loose leaf papers or any kind of important handouts inside the folder. And you can always just put that inside your backpack. There was something else I was going to tell you, but it just slipped my mind. Hole puncher. Hole punchers are fairly cheap. I have 2. One that's the real, they're not flimsy, but that you can actually hold in your hand. And you can't hole punch a lot of papers at one time, but you know, you can hole punch maybe like 4 or 5 at a time, and you know, just put that inside your sheet protector or inside your folder. Or you can have like the heavy duty ones, the ones that I don't know where mine is right now, but you know, the regular hole punchers, and they will punch holes in at least 10, 12 papers a piece. And then you have to take the tray out up under it and dump out the hole punches. But guys, organization is the key in nursing school. You want to be organized from the beginning all the way to the end when you graduate. And a huge thing about having everything organized is how I do. I have at least a 2 or 3 inch binder. And, actually, this is one of mine. This is a 2 inch. This is the 2 inch binder. You see how thick it is. So what I do, at the end of every exam or quiz, all of those papers that I have accumulated for that quiz, I put it into this thick binder. That way, when it's time for your final exam, you will have all that study material in one binder to where you can study from. So that way you don't have to be flipping and flipping and flipping from other binders or other folders to find everything. And that will help you stay organized. I did have a few things in here, but it's like some of the PowerPoints that I had printed out. But, you know, all of your PowerPoints can go in here. All of your study guides, if you make study guides on your own like I do, you know, they are very helpful. Okay. My next tip is to read. And I bet you're saying, why is she laughing when you say read? Why I'm laughing is because a lot of nursing students do not read. They just skim. Now, let me clarify that because I do both. Okay. So when you get your assignment, let's say, for instance, you're on the endocrine system. That's one of my favorite body systems till this day. So when you first start any chapter or any body system, and I'm talking about endocrine in general because, you know, endocrine system has a lot of hormones. Okay, so what I do for every chapter or every body system, I always start at the beginning of the chapter. You know how you have those course objectives at the beginning of the chapter. It can be from as little as maybe 6 or 7, or you can have like 20 objectives. What I do, I read each one, and this is kind of similar how I do my study guides as well. But this is why I'm trying to stress the importance of reading. Okay, those course objectives at the beginning of the chapter is going to tell you what that entire chapter is about. So, like say for instance, you're starting out with the hormones. You want to know how many hormones, you know, are in the body. So you'll just go to that particular section in that chapter, and you might can write that question out, or you can just form it in a question. But guys, reading or skimming is very important. Now, I know sometimes, you know, the teacher may not hit on every single thing in that particular chapter, but it's okay. I think the more you know, the better you are prepared for that exam or that quiz, depending on which one is going to come first. So guys, reading. Also looking at the charts, looking at all the diagrams, all the maps. That is very, very important when you are trying to gain an A or trying to get better hands-on with that particular chapter. So guys, these tips are so helpful, and they have really, really helped me, because at first, when I was in the LPN program, I was reading the chapter from the beginning to the end. And sometimes those chapters can be lengthy. They can be like 100-some pages at the least. So guys, there's no way that you can sit there and read all those pages in one night and then be tested on the information maybe 2 days later. It's too much information. So guys, I encourage you to read or at least go over those course objectives at the beginning of each chapter and just read over that particular section. Highlight some of those important things in that section. That's going to help you also. And that's how you can develop your own study guide if your instructor doesn't give you a study guide from the beginning. Some do, some don't. So that's why I had always made my own. Okay, another one is to get adequate rest or sleep. Now, some people say, guys, you're going to be up all night, late studying. I think that's a fear, because if you plan your time wisely, you can still get adequate rest and sleep, because I know I did. I never stayed up late to study. I might get up early in the mornings to study, but I'm not a night owl. No, that's not me. I get up in the mornings, and when I say early mornings, I like to get up around 4:30, 5 o'clock. And so when everything is quiet, you know, you can actually hear yourself think. That's my best time to get up and study. But late at night, no. I think the average amount of sleep a person should get in a day is between 7 and 8 hours, I think. And that's how much I still get to this day. So I'm so thankful. All right, the next one is to eat right foods, or what I call brain food. You know, foods that are high in protein, because you know that protein gives you energy. I hate to say this because I'm a victim of it, but try to stay away from all the fast foods, you know, because they tend to weigh you down. You know, you get sleepy fast. So guys, eat high energy foods, you know, drink plenty of water, you know, exercise. That really helps too. Okay, and I was saving this one for the last, and that is self-care. And what I mean about self-care is, you know, for us ladies, we like to go to the nail salon and get mani-pedis. Now, I know in nursing school, they are very strict with our nails. As you can see, my nails these are mine. They're trying to grow back. But I know they don't want our nails to be longer than 1 inch, I think. I think that's what it is. But me personally, I don't like real long nails anyway. But I know they don't want anything longer than 1 inch. They don't want any acrylic. They don't want any gel, stuff like that. Now, you can put clear polish. I know in my school you can. But any color, no. You can't do that. But, however, you know, it's okay. We can't, you know, fix our nails up, but we can get a pedicure. So that's what I like to do for self-care. I like to keep my feet up. And, you know, that's just me. I consider myself to have pretty feet. I'm not bragging, but I do like to keep my feet up. So having a pedicure is so relaxing. And then you get in that massaging chair. So that is part of self-care. Also, a big thing of self-care, you know, is taking, you know, frequent walks. I love to get out and get some fresh air. It helps you release those endorphins, you know, get your heart rate up a little bit. What's another good thing you could do? You can, you know, if you have a gym membership, you can go to the gym, you know, I don't know, treating yourself out to a movie or a lunch date or something like that. Just doing something to make you feel good about yourself and, you know, what you're about to accomplish. So guys, that was, I think it was 10 tips. I hope I didn't skip anything, but I think, yeah, that was all 10. I might have went out of order and everything, but guys, these are helpful 10 tips to make you become or have a prosperous nursing school experience. Now guys, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, I ask that you would just go ahead and look at the previous video that I just posted up when I was discussing about I've withdrawn from the bridge program. And that's not going to be the end of my journey. I'm still going back, and I will let each and every one of you know when that day comes. So guys, until then, be blessed and be safe. Bye.